In addition to being a three-division undisputed champion in the ring, Terence "Bud" Crawford lives a life of quiet luxury, and he's earned every bit of it. But have you ever stopped to wonder what life is really like for this boxing legend? In this video, you're going to discover everything about Terence Crawford's luxurious lifestyle. Career. Terence "Bud" Crawford was born on September 28, 1987, in Omaha, Nebraska, a place he never truly left behind. Raised in a tough neighborhood by a single mother while his father was incarcerated, Crawford's early years were shaped by adversity. But in the ring, he found direction. He began training at age 7 and never looked back. As an amateur, he compiled a record of 70-12, even defeating future champions like Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia. Crawford turned professional in 2008, and by 2014, he had already made waves by capturing the WBO lightweight title after a dominant win over Ricky Burns in Scotland. He successfully defended it against Yuriorkis Gamboa and Raimundo Beltran, showcasing an uncanny ability to switch between orthodox and southpaw, one of his many trademarks. In 2015, he moved up to junior welterweight and quickly unified all 4 major belts, becoming the undisputed champion at 140 pounds after a clinical win over Julius Indongo in 2017. The next stop? Welterweight. In 2018, he claimed the WBO welterweight title by stopping Jeff Horn and followed it up with wins over top contenders like Amir Khan, Kell Brook, and Sean Porter. His defining moment at 147 came in July 2023, when he dismantled Errol Spence Jr. to become the first male boxer in history to unify all 4 major titles in 2 different weight divisions. Then came the impossible, or so it seemed. In September 2025, Crawford stepped up 2 full divisions to face Saul Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight. Against all odds, he outboxed the Mexican superstar over 12 rounds to become the undisputed champion at 168 pounds, making him the first 3-division undisputed champion in men's boxing history. With this historic feat, he not only secured his place on boxing's Mount Rushmore but also made a convincing case as the pound-for-pound king of his era. Now boasting a flawless professional record of 40-plus wins, Crawford is admired for his cerebral fighting style, unmatched adaptability, and relentless ambition. He doesn't just win fights, he solves puzzles. And more often than not, he finishes what he starts. So let's take a closer look at what his life is really like. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Real estate. Terence Crawford may be the most disciplined man in boxing, but when it comes to real estate, he plays just as aggressively as he does in the ring. While some fighters splurge on yachts or designer clothes, Crawford has quietly built a real estate empire, starting in his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, a place he never turned his back on. The crown jewel of his portfolio is the yet-to-be-finished mansion he proudly dubbed Chateau Crawford. In November 2023, shortly after earning $25 million from his dominant win over Errol Spence Jr., Crawford teased his fans on Instagram with a photo of the grand entrance to his future home. Featuring twin staircases and what appeared to be a sweeping architectural facade, the image wasn't just a flex, it was a mission statement: the palace at Chateau Crawford's coming soon. Though full specs haven't been publicly disclosed, the home is reportedly being built from the ground up and tailored to reflect Crawford's lifestyle: elegant, strategic, and larger than life. Located in Omaha, the property is expected to feature multiple bedrooms, luxury finishes, and plenty of space for his family. Crawford remains fiercely loyal to his roots, and building his dream home in his hometown speaks volumes about the values that ground him. In addition to this future residence, Crawford also lives in a large and already furnished home in Omaha, where he trains, raises his family, and has built his public image as a community-first champion. This house, already grand in scale, gained attention in 2023 when $317,000 worth of jewelry was stolen from it, an event that highlighted not only his wealth but the spotlight that now follows him everywhere. The neighborhood where Crawford resides is known for its quiet affluence and privacy, perfect for a world champion seeking both focus and security. While exact pricing is private, comparable luxury homes in Omaha's high-end enclaves are valued between $1.5 million to $3 million, depending on amenities and lot size. From a boxing ring to a real estate blueprint, Terence Crawford is building more than just homes, he's crafting a legacy. Other properties. While most athletes focus on one big home, Terence Crawford took a different path. He became a real estate mogul. By his own admission, he owns more than 40 houses, 6 apartment complexes, and multiple storefronts across Omaha and surrounding areas. His reason? They ain't making no more land, he told GQ in a 2023 interview, a philosophy that reflects not just street smarts but long-term financial vision. Crawford's empire didn't start with mansions. It began with burned-out lots, vacant properties, and homes no one else wanted. One of his first major purchases was a vacant plot he bought for $6,000 on what is now called Terence Bud Crawford Street. He built a $250,000 custom home there from the ground up, showing his deep commitment not only to wealth building but also to neighborhood revitalization. He also spent $80,000 remodeling his grandmother's house, fixing everything from the roof to the foundation. In a world where most stars buy island resorts, Crawford invested in family, purchasing homes for his sisters and vehicles for his relatives. His real estate efforts are as much about providing as they are about profit. Although no exact public valuation exists for his entire property portfolio, real estate experts estimate that 40-plus residential units, 6 apartment buildings, and several retail storefronts could easily place the total value well into the multi-million-dollar range, potentially between $10 million to $20 million, depending on occupancy, market rates, and location. Extravagant spending. Despite being a 3-division Undisputed champion, Terence Crawford doesn't fit the typical mold of the flashy boxer flaunting excess. But make no mistake, Bud knows how to spend when it counts. While he doesn't splash his wealth across social media like some of his peers, his assets and choices tell a story of quiet luxury and calculated indulgence. In 2023, Crawford's Omaha home was burglarized, and over $317,000 worth of jewelry was reported stolen. The collection included gold chains, 2 high-end watches, a gold necklace, and a bracelet set, items that only scratched the surface of his actual holdings. It revealed that although Crawford doesn't often show it, he owns a jewelry collection befitting a champion. He's also known for investing heavily in tailored fashion, preferring understated but expensive outfits. While not a fashion icon in the traditional sense, Crawford's public appearances show him in custom-fitted suits, designer sneakers, and subtle luxury brands. He walks the walk, but with quiet confidence, not brashness. Travel. Terence Crawford's travel habits mirror his boxing style, strategic, purposeful, and focused. Unlike jet-setters who chase beaches or party scenes, Crawford's movements are typically connected to training, family, or business. His primary travel destinations include Colorado Springs, where he hosts training camps at high altitude. The location provides ideal conditions for cardio endurance and mental clarity, and it's where Bud transforms before each major fight. For fight promotions and headline events, he often travels to Las Vegas, where he fought both Errol Spence Jr. and Canelo Alvarez at the Allegiant Stadium. When in Vegas, it's likely he stays at elite-level resorts like the Cosmopolitan, Caesar's Palace, or the Wynn, where presidential suites can run from $1,500 to over $5,000 per night, especially during fight weekends. Though not publicly documented, Crawford's income and status would certainly afford him access to first-class flights or private jets, particularly when traveling for fight tours, negotiations, or promotional work. He also frequently visits New York City for media appearances and business ventures, always keeping his schedule tight and his intentions sharp. While he's not known for leisure trips, Crawford does indulge in occasional family getaways, usually in quiet, comfortable settings rather than flashy, touristy spots. Whether it's a hidden mountain retreat or a short escape to the coast, Crawford's version of vacation is low-key, intentional, and reserved for quality time. Cars. Crawford might not brag online, but his garage speaks volumes. Valued at an estimated $360,000, Terence Crawford's car collection is built for both performance and personality. It's not the biggest in boxing, but like Crawford's punches, it's precise and powerful. The crown jewel of his garage is the Mercedes-AMG G63, a luxury SUV powered by a 4.0L twin-turbocharged V8 engine. With a price tag of $145,000, it's the kind of ride that blends muscle with class, much like Crawford himself. He's also the proud owner of a Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, equipped with a 6.2L supercharged Hemi V8 engine. That car screams speed and strength and is valued around $69,000. Adding some rugged versatility to his lineup is a GMC Sierra truck, worth an estimated $66,000, a practical yet bold choice. And rounding out the fleet is a Hummer H2 SUV, an $80,000 tank of a vehicle that fits Crawford's no-nonsense persona. While others chase Bugattis and McLarens, Crawford opts for substance over spectacle. His collection reflects discipline and durability, vehicles that can handle power, terrain, and attention. These are not garage queens, they're workhorses, much like their owner. Personal life. Behind the gloves and greatness, Terence Crawford is a man shaped by hardship, loyalty, and a fighter spirit that began long before his first pro bout. Born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska, Crawford came up in a tough neighborhood, with his father incarcerated for most of his childhood. His mother, who raised him and his two siblings on her own, became the backbone of the family. It was in this environment, marked by struggle and resilience, that a future world champion was forged. Crawford began boxing at the age of 7, and from the start, his raw talent stood out. But what truly separated him from others was his mental toughness, shaped not just by training, but by life itself. As he rose through the ranks, he stayed rooted in Omaha, not out of necessity, but by choice. He's known as a local hero, someone who never forgot where he came from and chose to give back rather than walk away. He has 6 children, and family plays a massive role in his life. Known for being a hands-on father, Crawford is often seen spending time with his kids outside the ring, fishing, hiking, attending events, or simply being present. While he keeps his romantic life private, his role as a father is a consistent part of his public persona. Beyond the titles and trophies, Crawford's story is one of redemption, responsibility, and legacy. He is not just fighting for himself, he's fighting for his family, his city, and everyone who grew up with the odds stacked against them. Business. Terence Crawford is not just building a name inside the ring, he's building an empire outside of it, too. At the heart of his business efforts is real estate, with a portfolio that includes 40-plus houses, 6 apartment buildings, and multiple commercial properties across Nebraska. But his biggest passion project is deeply personal, the B&B Sports Academy, a nonprofit boxing and mentoring gym he co-founded in Omaha. Named after himself and his longtime coach Brian Bomack McIntyre, B&B Academy is more than a gym. It's a safe haven for kids aged 6 to 18, offering not just boxing lessons, but life skills, discipline, and mentorship. The gym has become a cornerstone of the community, giving hundreds of at-risk youth a better path. Next to it sits the TBC shop, where fans can buy official merchandise, from hoodies and gloves to signed memorabilia. This storefront helps fund his nonprofit while also expanding his brand beyond the ring. It's a smart blend of business and purpose. Crawford has also dabbled in investments and sponsorships, although unlike many athletes, he's extremely cautious with who he aligns with. You won't find his face plastered on dozens of products, but when he does endorse something, it's meaningful. In recent years, he's also shown interest in cryptocurrency, though not heavily publicized. At his core, Crawford is a strategic investor. He doesn't chase the spotlight, he chases long-term value. Whether it's mentoring youth or flipping properties, Crawford fights for financial freedom as fiercely as he fights in the ring. Net worth. As of 2025, Terence Crawford's net worth is estimated at $30 million, though many industry insiders believe that figure is conservative, especially after his blockbuster win against Canelo Alvarez. That single fight reportedly earned him a guaranteed $10 million, with additional bonuses from pay-per-view, ticket sales, and international broadcast rights likely pushing his total haul well past $20 to $25 million for that event alone. Crawford's career earnings tell the story of a slow burn turned inferno. Between 2016 and 2021, he earned between $1.2 million and $6 million per fight, with opponents like Victor Postal, Amir Khan, and Sean Porter each boosting his profile and his paycheck. Then came Errol Spence Jr. in 2023, a fight that netted Crawford $25 million, cementing his place among the sport's top earners. By 2025, his total in-ring career earnings had reached $61 million, not including endorsement deals, business ventures, or real estate profits. Given the scope of his property empire and smart financial habits, some analysts estimate his true wealth could be pushing $40 to $50 million when all assets are considered. Unlike flashier stars, Crawford rarely flaunts his net worth. No jets, no 10-car convoys. But his wealth is evident in his strategic investments, philanthropy, and the way he sets up his children and community for success. Good luck for him. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel deals to satisfy your curiosity.